the last thing that we're going to talk about in this creating and manipulating files and directories lesson is how to delete a file or a directory and its contents. So before you do this, it's really important to understand that this command that we're going to talk about, rm, short for remove, is a very powerful command, and you can very easily delete important or necessary files without any sort of safety net, right? This is not like when you're using your regular graphical user interface for the operating system and you delete a file and it goes to the trash can and you can recover it. This does not work that way at all. Once you delete a file, it is deleted. A lot of the most important system files are protected, and it can be difficult to work around those protections at time, but it's just really important to understand that before you start using this command all over the place, that there could be some pretty severe consequences for doing so. So all of that being said, let's go ahead. We're in our sandbox. Based on our last little video, right, we made some copies of this directory, and I made a copy of this file, and we're just going to use this command remove, or rm, to delete our copies. So for the file, it's really straightforward. It's just rm and then whatever it is that you would like to delete. So for me, I want to remove this testcopy.py. It's a duplicate. It's not really doing anything. It's not serving any purpose. So I can go ahead and do that, use my ls command, and I can see that it is now gone, right? And as I mentioned, it's not in the trash can or the recycle bin. It is gone. So I have deleted it. Now, if I were to try and use this command, let's say I want to get rid of this nested code copy as well, right? It's going to say, you know what, hey, that's a directory. So you're going to need to go ahead and provide a flag. And it turns out the same flag that you need to provide is the same one as on copy, and that is the recursive flag. That's saying this is a directory. Not only do I want to remove this directory, I also want to remove all of its contents. And if there are other directories inside of it, I need to remove all of their contents as well. So I can do this, go ahead and put in my nested code copy, and now I don't get an error. I go ahead and use ls, and I can see that it is gone. You'll also commonly see people use this command rmrf with two flags. This is recursively, but also with the force flag. This will, if you have a file that maybe has a read-only protection on it, or a very light protection that would keep a user from deleting it, then this F flag, short for force, would actually force that file to be deleted. And it's used pretty often because sometimes these read-only files are nested inside of folders, and a user doesn't want to have to go through and change those permissions before they actually delete them. So they'll just use this flag. But in general, if you're not dealing with protected files or files that might be set to a read-only status or something along those lines, you can just use the flag -r, short for recursive, with remove r, and that's the remove. So again, this is a really powerful command to delete your files. You just have to be really careful when you use this, that there isn't much of a safety net. So once you've deleted these files, it is typically really challenging to recover them. Not impossible, but very challenging. So that's it for this lesson about creating and manipulating files and directories. That's also it for this unit. There are going to be a series of videos. The next set is on setting up in your environment, and we look forward to seeing you over there.